Breaking, breaking news. Man bags 12 months imprisonment for attempting to steal from Olusegun Obasanjo. Hello, my wonderful people. A young man has been imprisoned for 12 months, and the reason is because they said he was attempting to steal from the former president of the country. Now, I mean, there is no excuse for anybody to go and steal. Yes, there's no excuse. There is no reason why a young man cannot think of doing something. Then the best option is to steal. He's very lucky he had to go to, he had to go through the judiciary system, and he was given 12 months. There's also what we call jungle justice that goes on in Nigeria. He would have just been killed, where they would have beaten him, injured him massively, crowd, using dangerous weapon, with untold kind of weights. The way they will hit him, they will destroy him before he realizes what is happening. And at the end of the day, at the end of the day, he will not be able to say anything. He would have just gone to meet with his maker even without having any imprisonment. But guess what? Thank God he went through the court system. However, Olusegun Obasanjo, former president of Nigeria, don't you know what is going on in this country? We're not saying you should condone the stealing. What about if you take this young man, adopt him as a son, and begin to, lead him and help him from the very predicament? He could just be an orphan. Anything, like we said, it is not an excuse to steal. Let's get all the details. Man bags 12 months imprisonment for attempting to steal from Olusegun Obasanjo. An Abeokuta magistrate court yesterday sentenced a 33-year-old man, Showunmi, to 12 months imprisonment for attempting to steal from the ex-president of Nigeria, Olusegun Obasanjo. The sentence was without any option for a fine. He must go through the sentence and spend the 12 months and go through hardship. Showunmi, whose address was not provided, pleaded guilty to 2 counts charge of theft and causing a breach of peace. The magistrate, Mrs. Olajoke, said the prosecution has provided beyond reasonable doubt the evidences that the convict was guilty as charged. Prosecuting ASP Olakunle had earlier told the court that Showunmi scaled the fence into the compound of ex-president Olusegun Obasanjo in Abeokuta on April. I went intending to steal, he said when he was cross-examined. He explained that immediately he jumped in, he was caught by one of the security guards on duty. The offense, he said, contradicts the Criminal Code of Law in Ogun 2006. The judge, after looking at the evidence and his own testimony, therefore charged and sentenced him to 12 months imprisonment without the possibility of bail or fine. He's to go through the sentence period. So this is what happened. He jumped into the compound, 33-year-old man. Should that man not have a job? 33-year-old should have been done with school. Yeah, well done with school, and probably have a job. But look at the way the country is. Like we said, it is not an excuse for anybody to steal. It is not an excuse for anybody to steal. But could something have been done? Could something have been done? Could he have gotten, a better opportunity? Could Olusegun Obasanjo have asked to see him and question him and say, young man, why did you jump into the fence? And for instance, he cries out to say, Daddy, forgive me. I'm sorry. I've not eaten since morning. Or this or that. Because they only asked about the crime. There's what we call action began reaction. There must be something that led to it. Unless he was pushed to it or something so as to, end his life. And probably he comes up to say, Daddy, I'm sorry. I don't have a reason to do this. But this happened. I've not been to school because there was no money, or they did not even send me to school. Is it his fault as a child if he was not sent to school? And the parents instead was sending him, for instance, to go and sell water or mineral at, or soft drinks at the side of the road. And today probably is an only child, the mother is dead. I mean, it could be anything. Could we give people benefit of a doubt? I know that this robbers, trust me, I know, but if you look at this one, if you look at it very seriously, it's a petty thief. It's not a highway robber or something, but that's how it starts. Please, somebody out there, could you really, think about, I know that without money it is difficult to do something. Could you really think about what can be done? Could you, for instance, try to see somebody who could help rather than involving yourself in stealing? You are very lucky you were not caught by the crowd. You are very lucky. They would have beaten you to stupor without even stealing something. You jumped into the compound before you could say Jack Robinson, you've been picked up. You're very lucky. You're very, very lucky. If the crowd has gotten you, that's your life gone. If you survive the beating, you will never remain the same. That's if you are not paralyzed. If you don't die as a result of it, even if you don't die in that instant. And it could be worse. You know what they do in Nigeria? They put tire on top of you and burn a human being that God made, okay, for stealing sweets. Meanwhile, the real thieves are out there. The real thief. Can Olusegun Obasanjo say he did not steal from Nigeria? Which of the prison has he gone to? Because every one of them, they are quick to condemn the people to prison. Just like what Buhari is doing to the East because of Nnamdi Kanu. Just like what he's doing. And yet he cannot talk to the very people who are destroying Nigeria. And they are doing a crocodile smile, Operation Dance in the East. Eh? Destroying people's sons and daughters. If you have a son or a daughter who, as a teenager, growing up has a challenging behavior, and guess what? They will settle later. Once they hit their 20s, it's as if a cup of cold water pour on them, and you will see them transform like night and day. But within that period, if they are living in the East, oh my, God help you if they survive it. With what Buhari is doing now, going after a particular region for himself. You see, leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. God bless you. Please do not forget to like us, share, subscribe. Bye for now.